Question et commentaire, and I probably should have this one right off the top of my head, but I, of course, don't. The Honourable Member for Pickering-Uxbridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was an interesting speech by the opposition House Leader, and he alluded to the fact that somehow that the Conservatives didn't win the last election, or that he wasn't the party leader anymore because of something that Liberals did. In fact, Mr. Speaker, the reason why that member is not the leader of the Conservative Party anymore was because it came out that he actually misused party funds to pay for private school for his children, to pay for clothing for him and his children. I'm just wondering if he thinks it's common sense economics to misuse funds to pay for private school for his children.
The Honourable House Leader for the Official Opposition.
You know, my colleague reminded me of something that her whip, our House Leader, said during a speech talking about the toxicity around this place. This is from the Liberal. This is from the Liberal Party, whose leader violently elbowed a female MP in the chest because he didn't get his own way. He threw a temper tantrum. This is the same leader who used the pandemic while Canadians were going through incredible hardship. You know, loved ones dying alone because they weren't allowed to receive visitors, businesses forced to close, people going bankrupt. And while that was going on, what did this Liberal Prime Minister do? He took the time to reward his friends. Remember the WE scandal, Mr. Speaker. He chose to use the pandemic as an excuse to funnel hundreds of millions of dollars to his friends at an organization that had paid his personal family members massive speaking fees. How about the former Liberal Member of Parliament who got a contract? He had never run a business in the medical field at all, but when the pandemic rolled around, he got a sole source contract from this Liberal government. And of course, we're in the middle of the Arrive scam hearings, where we're finding out more and more sordid affairs about how a company got paid $20 million for doing IT, even though they didn't do any IT work. There are too many examples in the short amount of time I have on this debate, Mr. Speaker, to go over all the list of ways that this Liberal government has wasted taxpayers' money and tried to cover up his corruption.